Hello everybody! In this video we're going to be talking about how to plot a circle using the plot command in MATLAB. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to use the parametric representation of a circle. So remember, this is defined by x is equal to cosine of t and y is equal to sine of t. By default, cosine and sine in MATLAB use radians. If you want them to take degrees, I think the command is cosine and then you put d after, same thing, sine, d. But we'll use radians today. Now, in the previous video, we talked about how linspace is super useful for creating points quickly for plotting. And we are going to use linspace in a minute, but let's just, for the sake of review, set our t to go from 0. Let's use the colon command. Let's go up by 0.1 and end at 1. So then there's t. And what we can do now is let's say, okay, x is going to be cosine of t. I'm going to put a semicolon so that it doesn't output anything. Let's set y equal to sine of t. And then we can just say plot of x comma y. So here's our plot. And we can see now that this looks like a portion of the circle, but it only goes up to about 1 radian. So if we want the full circle, remember there's 2 pi radians. So that means we're going to need to adjust our t values. So let's now use linspace. So let's say t is equal to linspace. Let's go from 0 to 2 pi. And let's say we want to use 100 points. And now we just need to update x and y. So here's x, here's y, and here's our plot. So nice circle, and it gives us exactly what we want. So notice the center 0, 0 is here in the center of the circle. If you're used to kind of different plotting softwares, you might be used to 0, 0 being in the corner, but just be sure to read the labels on the axes because it might be a little different than you expect. Now, what if we wanted to center the circle somewhere else? So I can say, I'm going to move the figure here for now, and I'll say, what if I wanted to center at, let's say, 3, 1 instead of 0, 0. And with this representation, the parametric representation, it's very simple. All we do is we're going to shift the x coordinate by 3. So we'll say x is equal to x plus 3. Y is equal to y plus 1. And then we're just going to update our plot. And we can see now the center 3, 1, exactly like we wanted. The last thing I'll show you in this video is you might notice that the axes of this plot, they're tangent to the circle. And maybe we want to zoom out more so we can kind of get an appreciation for that, the center being no longer at the origin. So the way we can do that is with the axis command. So we type axis, and then we pass it a vector with 4 components. So it tells you where you want the x value to start and end, where you want the y value to start and end. So let's say I want x to go from -10 to 10. And let's say I want y to go, let's just make it a little bit different. Let's say from -9 to 9. And now we can see the plot updated. So we see the x-axis goes from -10 to 10. The y-axis goes from -9 to 9. And we can see now that our circle is definitely not centered at 0, 0. It's a little bit easier to see it. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.